Tonight, a surge in gun violence, stealing the futures of Colorado's youth.
A new analysis shows what many have seen for themselves in recent months, that gun violence is increasing among children and adolescents.
A CNN analysis shows for the second year in a row, firearms were the leading cause of death among kids in 2021. More than 4,700 children between the ages of 1 and 19 died from firearms. That's up by 9% from the year before.
And tonight we're taking an in-depth look at an alarming study showing that Colorado teens may have more access to guns than parents think. And we're also examining the ongoing effort in our communities to de-escalate conflicts involving young people. And that is where we're going to begin tonight with the community discussion about youth violence in the wake of the East High School shooting last week.
Denver 7's Colette Bordelon was at that meeting tonight, which included everyone from Denver Public School Board members to the Attorney General of Colorado. Colette?
It was a packed house tonight, guys. Between all of those big names at the meeting tonight were dozens of teens there to talk about what they see as the big issues inside of schools. And perhaps their perspective was some of the most important. The conversation is a chance to really listen, which many say serves as the start to actual change.
Gun violence has taken over
every one of these people.
The mindset and the psyche of our country
has the same goal.
It's not an East thing that's going on, because this could happen anywhere.
They're all gathered to discuss solutions to stop teen violence.
I feel safe in my school, but I think what's going on, it could be prevented.
Landon Holloway is a junior at East High School, where last week a 17-year-old suspect shot 2 teens, ran away, and then took his own life.
The kid that shot at East High School, no one knows what he's going through. He's a good student, good GPA.
Holloway and many of the people at the meeting think mental health needs to be a priority within schools.
There's a need for action. There's a need for positive change, and there's a need for healing.
John Bailey, the director of the Colorado Black Roundtable, called this meeting.
I'm less concerned about who's responsible, but whoever's responsible, I need them to be responsive.
Inviting local leaders like Denver Police Chief Ron Thomas.
But I don't believe that we're too far gone. I really think that there are enough people who care and enough people who have influence over decisions that I think that we can create something that is safe for everyone.
Saying what's key is highlighting a path to a better future for teens.
Most of the gun violence that's happening now are like in our community, the black and brown community. So I think, if anything, we should be speaking up about it the most because it's happening to us.
While students like Holloway believe simple things like check-ins with teens can work wonders.
Like what's going on in your life, what's some good accomplishments, what's something you need to work on.
Hoping his senior year sees real change.
Hopefully, all my classmates and people, we all get to graduate together and celebrate that moment together. That would be very special.
Of course, other solutions were brought up at the meeting that went beyond mental health, but the Denver Police Chief says this should not be a discussion about school resource officers, calling them a temporary fix.
And Colette, we've seen an outcry for school resource officers. And DPD, they've been working on a plan to introduce them to high schools, but the chief, he told you that their job is not to go around and write tickets?
Yeah, Chief Thomas doesn't think school resource officers are the answer when it actually comes to school safety. Instead, calling them a small piece of the equation. About half of the officers returning to schools are former school resource officers. And the chief hopes they can create a sense of safety, not an increase in anxiety.
Certainly their purpose is not to do random searches of students in schools. Their purpose is not to roam the halls and be an authoritative figure. Their purpose is really to be there to engage with students in a healthy way.
The chief believes the heart of this issue really boils down to doing a better job as a community when it comes to showing kids that there are people who care and support them and who want to see them succeed, Jessica.
That's what we all want. Thank you, Colette.